was correct at one time. Okay, what happened was, if you and I buy an apartment, we must look at the S&P, and we must split between the value of what we pay for between apartment and car park. Okay, because customs said the portion belonging to car park must charge GST. And the reason is because, let's see the word residential. Who stay in the car park? You stay in the apartment, you stay in the car park. So therefore the car park must charge GST. Okay, so we were saying, but then why apartment and car park all come in one package? Okay, apartment no car park, okay, you also don't buy out, right? So after a lot of lobbying, okay, by the association and so on, right? So now good news is all coming as well. Okay, and that's why the risk I face, okay, when I give this talk is depending on when the rules change. Okay, so I'm correct. If I say car park is on its own now, I was correct last year, but now I say if I say something is wrong. And so therefore I run the risk. Okay, sometimes I could be right. Okay, and to be right today, tomorrow could be wrong. All I know. That is the biggest risk we all face. Right, so I bear in mind, I know also to be wrong. But then anytime get ready first. Okay, just bear this in mind. Okay, there's still the lobbying one, right? We're still lobbying very strongly, and I want it personally. We want gated security to be no GST. But now, unfortunately, the rules is still the same. Kena GST anyway. So we also kena. What I mean. Okay, but if you ask me personally, do I want? Of course I want. Who don't want? So personal and the rules are two different things, right? Okay, so rules may change. Okay. The sad part is, if I buy an apartment after this, assuming that apartment comes with two car park, then as my kids grow older, okay, alright, and maybe they are older, they must stop learning, much stop learning. As they leave the house, okay, we left my wife and I. And I look at my wife, I look at this, and I took car park, so two car park only, so one car park only. I sell the car park. So if I sell car park to you also, that is a business transaction. So I need to charge you GST. So that goes under the first bullet point of the four conditions that I told you. That will come under flexible supply. It's under goods, unfortunately. But good news, I'm not registered for GST. So therefore, to you and I don't need to charge you. That's how you do it. It's sad, it's like this, not good to know. Okay, it's something basic. Okay? So just bear this in mind. Okay, next. Oh, this last one. Last year, October just ended. So therefore, you want to buy gold, silver, platinum, don't worry, no GST. Last year, October, just ended. Okay, the last time we went on. Alright, now. Okay, so you buy Bank Negara, they issue those or the banks, they sell all those commemorative coins, all those no GST. Okay? Survey mentioned that, Very good, very good, very good. Okay, in terms of the exam services, now services, it's not goods, right? Now comes to services. In the case of exam services, okay, alright, so I think of interest to you and I would be, let's say, transport services, yeah, okay, so you take the public bus, go to trains, and so on, taxis, sumo, okay, exactly, right? Okay, cannot charge GST. Toll highways, same thing, okay, right? No GST and so on, okay. Don't know whether it crossed your mind or not, but some of the people ask customs. But when I go to Long Plus Highway, then I use all those other services along the toll highway. Must charge GST? The answer is yes, because the exemption is only on the toll. So when you go to the rest stop, I'm so sorry, E2 is not toll. E2, okay, right? Other services. So you makan, stay in hotel, or E2 semua ada GST. Sorry. Okay, remember that, right? Okay, so on this side, funeral, burial, etc. Then it comes on this side, okay, financial services, okay, also no GST, okay, alright, that's where the biggest problem comes. All the ministers, most misinformed, everyone involved. The one that is no GST is is the financial services. Unfortunate part is they define the service of all these financial or the banks, for example, is the bank, the service of give you is so when you apply for a loan, they will charge you processing fee. Processing fee is not loan, so that one got GST. The service that they give you is to provide you with loan. They are not supposed to provide you processing. But because processing comes with the loan, unfortunately, that is separate transaction. Itu ada GST. So,
is it inland flight transport services?
which are that?
Just say talk about inland flight.
Inner flight,
Malaysia isn't it a transport service?
that's why you cannot cover like that so simplistically. Transport service, okay, in Malaysia, all those, okay, these are doing public, this is public, okay. If you and I go one to one, that's not public. I rent, okay, a transport company, I rent a lorry, okay, to carry goods ship from my house to one place to another. That's one to one. One to one is not public, that one got GST. The transport service I'm referring to is the one public. So you take public bus, no GST. You take trains, okay, which is open to the whole public, no GST.
How about flight? Flight also public. Flight. Domestic
Flight.
flight.
Yeah, but they don't cover under transport. Fortunately or unfortunately. I'm so sorry.
Train is considered.
Yes.
Taxi is charged as
No, taxi no. Taxi for public. So if you all rent your, I don't know, limousine one to one, go to third spend the car, whatever, itu so sorry, ada GST. Car rental ada GST lah. Okay, very sad, Okay, so on. Okay, I divert a bit. Maybe let's look at, I think you'll be interested. Okay, alright. Okay, banks. So as far as banks are concerned, okay, what is exam? So exam, okay, would mostly be loans, credit advances. Okay, alright. So basically, whatever you borrow from bank, the loan itself no GST, right? The loan itself no GST. That's under exam. But when you go in detail, what is standard rated? So anything that carries the word fee, just think of it this way, right? Fee. I'm so sorry, standard rated, charge 6%. Right? Okay, so anything. So what are they? Total loan processing law. Those who keep sending instruction, watch out. I believe some of you got fill out loan, you keep sending instruction, every month deduct from here and there. So sorry, that one gone.
How about the
Okay, you rent safe deposit box. You rent safe deposit box, It's here, Okay, ini ada. You ask the bank to count your coins for you, don't know why. Sini semua ada, Okay. You go to the bank for prepaid reload service, ini pun ada. Remember, these are called fee-based services. Okay. It is not the whole amount. It is the service, the charge for it. Alright, take note of that. Okay. You ask, them to buy, sell shares, pun charge. Okay. It is not the value of the shares. It is the processing fee. Okay. You and I apply for ATM card. ATM card also they charge us if you remember carefully. Alright, so that charge for the card itself are 6%. Okay, alright, you lose a saving passbook, get new one, also charge you, and so on. Yeah, okay, alright. Okay, and when you have intermediary fee, so not under your area. Okay, but basically it's for business community, they can ask the bank to collect from the debtors, etc. Also, okay, semua ada charge. Good news, the following will not be subject to GST. I think we all kena this one, late payment charges. That one is the remember earlier slide we discussed damages, no GST. Then come here, so this is all compensation, right? Also no GST, right? Commitment fee in your own bank only, also no GST. Yeah, okay. Public bank, for example, check bounce public charge how much? Anybody else? How much? 100 ringgit. Okay, so that penalty for bounce check also no GST. Okay, overdraft excess fee also always no GST. Right? So these are the examples of no GST. Right? But this one got GST. So as long as you see this word fee, you start to put in other GST.
Interbank gyro. Interbank gyro.
Yeah, there's an extra charge. How much? That one got GST. The extra, not the whole amount. Okay, so. Okay, alright. So, of course, the whole list goes in. Okay, which one goes? Okay, the interest you pay, remember, interest on our loan, simplistically, no GST. Okay, alright. So that's because the bank service give you loan, so that's the one that we are talking about exemption. Okay, alright. So these are just examples. Okay, so I think when I read through this one, this is the one that will interest you. We are here, customer. We are here. We are here. We buy from the retail outlet. Okay, so between the two of us, the product we buy got GST that one okay except got profit generated But of course, some of them could be actual exam depending on what we buy so we saw that one. Okay. Then between retail outlet and the bank, the retail outlet must rent the what they call credit card reader, right? The machine equipment. So that one they will charge a fee. So you remember I used the word fee. So that fee ada SR, standard rated. Right? So that's why they say talk about the fee for the rental of the machine. Okay? Then between you and I, between the bank and I, okay, alright, they are giving us credit. Okay, it's called advance. That one no GST, so it's exempt. Right? Because the government says so, unless you know. But your annual subscription fee is 6%. The fee to provide you with that car.
If the fee is big,
That's why now we have that issue which I think the banks are not fully got solutions.
but now mostly are paid normally.
So therefore come 1st April,
They will.
there's a strong possibility they will say no, they cannot waive, or they will allow you to waive. Probably you need to have used more bonus points. See. So all this will come it will come Okay. So we anticipate all those. Okay, you are right. She's not the only one to ask. What ways did they waive? I also ask the question also. So I suspect, they also know how to count. So therefore, they say probably can they probably for marketing purpose they also tell you we absorb the GST they'll tell you only actually they potong in the bonus point for that. By the way, remember I said earlier, debit card, credit card, remember? I said we go cashless slightly, so you go debit card. So we have a slight problem now. Debit card, if you use debit card to pay, you will not get bonus points. You only get bonus points when you use credit card. Okay, so in the business sector we are arguing now. Because if I'm the retailer, I will go for debit card because debit card are charged by the banks about 1.something%. Credit card, I'm sure you have already bought enough. The what do you call the retail outlet always tell you what the bank charge. 3. Okay, right? The 3% part of it is actually translated into your bonus points. Okay, so with 1.something% debit card. Sure, okay, we will not, you won't get bonus point. So we are all arguing. Therefore, you create a problem for us as consumers. Why? I go to retail outlet, sure, I want to use credit card. What for I use debit card? Debit card straight away deduct my savings account. Maybe credit card, bank pay for me. I go to bank first. Yeah, but it's going to be a fight between you and the retail outlet. Okay, and I tell you why it becomes a bigger issue. Right now in Malaysia, we don't have a reader that reads both debit card and credit card. So now they're going to force the retailer to have 2. So therefore, this one becomes an issue. Must be rent 2. So pay the banks for 2 cents. But that's today 2017 still not pay. So by the time maybe through advancement in technology, always maybe they have got 1 2 in 1 where you can press the press 1 for debit card, press 2 for credit card. But I know once you have this sort of equipment, chances of it breaking down is much higher. Yeah. So anyway, this is financial services. Okay, right? This is sharing. Okay, so watch out. Okay, just because we say exam, alright, for financial services, it's not everything exam. Okay, alright, so there's certain things exam, certain things not exam. Which is very sad. Okay? Same thing with private education services lah. But you must remember, what is exam? The exam is services, okay? Right? What you are normally supposed to do. So private education services, UTAR also, in theory. Okay? Right? When we provide education service to outsiders, okay, should be exam. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, our students are also charged not only education, but also other items. Name tag is got nothing to do with services, education services. It's not education. Whatever you want to argue with government, name tag is not education. Name tag is required to identify who the student is. That one I agree. But name tag is not education. However you want to argue. So the exemption is on education. Anything to do with education, fine. Alright? That means you're actually imparting knowledge into that person. If you guys can prove to government that name tag imparts knowledge, good luck. So therefore, this is important knowledge for you guys, as parents, because you see one, okay? Alright? Simply childcare and so on. That's why, okay, those who are operating kindergartens also will kena one. Why? Because we go to kindergarten, okay, you also have what? Like my daughter is operating kindergarten, also have to buy the Tupperware, the spoon, okay, whatever. That's what I'm doing, okay? Kindergarten doesn't teach you. They say, ever argue, you can argue one, but it's the resource to come together, okay? And then private education services, okay, not only goes at tertiary, it also goes to secondary and primary, and also go down to kindergarten, okay? Right, so that's the good news now. So in theory, whoever is sending a child to kindergarten, okay, also, okay, in theory also it should be that it gets a certain measure of exemption from GST. The only unfortunate part here is that even within kindergartens, there are several acts down there. Alright, okay? So those who are registered not under the Kindergarten Act cannot have exam. Example like which one? Ladies and gentlemen, holistic is not kindergarten. Therefore, whoever sends your child for Kumon, it's not under exam.
Is tuition exempted? Tuition center?
Tuition center is not education service.
Those piano class,
No, education service is those who are listed under the Education Act. Tuition center doesn't come under the Education Act. So sorry. That's why they said those not in the list will be tuition centers, training centers. Ini semua tak ada. Ini semua not in list. So therefore, mesti charge. So you want to know all this lah. You just do know how the technically how to work payment. That the finance company lah. You want to know all this lah, Then there's this fella complained to me, okay, my neighbor lah, okay, the wife runs what they call kindergarten. In the sense, what sense though? You also got childcare. So you send a child morning attend kindergarten, afternoon stay back, okay, for childcare lah, okay. So we went to customs. Not customs, to the wife, because the wife is running here. You either choose one or the other, not cannot be both. But you say two exempted one. You either choose one or the other. Which part you don't understand? So I do like that. I tell you. So they say, how am I going to charge the bill? Normally charge parent one bill all in one first half of the bill no GST. Second half of the bill got GST. It's a parent, you don't understand The parent say, no, government say it's exempt so therefore these two together it's how we want See also the either one or the other. And most kindergartens don't register for both, they register for one. Unfortunately. Childcare so also got X, so therefore must those one. So just be aware of this one. So sad okay. And then now we go down to the private healthcare, which is the best of all. Okay, private healthcare, on the other hand, the key word again is services. So their job is to provide you with healthcare. Alright? So the services alone is the one that's supposed to be exempt. The line is supposed to charge GST. But the good news is the line includes medicine. So just now we say medicine is 0%. You must think like that one, no? Of course, that's why the government is trying to make it easy for you. Assume that GST. Actually, it's not. Okay, it's the medicine, okay? Okay, it's the one at 0%. Okay? But you go buy tongkat, how? Tongkat is not service. That's the sad part. So that one got GST. That means you buy the equipment that goes there, okay? That one got GST. Very sad. Okay? So that's why it becomes a very big issue now. Okay, let's see now. Okay, just for your own consumption now. Okay. Okay, you want to know this one for sure. Alright? There we go. The healthcare service that they're referring to, okay, alright, okay, will include all these. You all can see it, right? Please see now. 125, okay. Yep, medical, dental, nursery, okay, YD, whatever, okay, right? Pharmacy, etc. Accommodation, okay, providing healthcare, etc. and so on. Right? So this basically what a healthcare service is supposed to have, right? Which you will know, screening, diagnosis, etc. Okay, and after that, the healthcare professional. Okay, so here we go. For GST purposes, healthcare services provided by registered or licensed, okay, are exempt if that healthcare services are provided by healthcare professionals under employment or registered or licensed private healthcare. Okay. Remember the healthcare services provided by them are provided by the person under employment or registered or licensed private healthcare facility. So therefore, when I drew the slide for you for the diagram, it is between you as customer and whoever this party is, this so-called provider. This provider, okay, is only exempt at this point, right? When regards the provider who is registered, right, under, okay, right, the relevant acts, okay, right, and not that, under the employment of the registered. So between customer and the provider is exempt. But if you and I happen to look for the so-called the specialist in the hospital, the specialist in the hospital is not under the employment of the hospital. Okay? Alright? They will rent a unit there. You go and visit them. So you have now broken the day. It's been here and here now. It's only exempt here, not here. So if they charge you on their own, that one must charge you 6% based on current rules. Okay? But if you and I, after consulting the specialist, then we say we make payment here. Right? Make payment here. Alright? Through the what they call general counter. Which sometimes happens name. Decentralized collections. When decentralized collections, then we are the bill. Thank goodness. Then we don't pay GST. Because the government says so. Alright? Okay? But of course, if collection centralized, then between here and here, I still don't say. So let them sort out, we don't know. You fight each other. Okay? Specialists must rent the consultancy room. So they can know, for rental, yes. Okay? Right, very sad, I'm just saying this is what it means. So, a lot of us are going to be, as consumers, they're going to be very confused. Because I thought government said no, but that only you must ask, okay? Because it's not, it is under employment. So normal staff down there, okay, no GST. Alright, okay? Right, so you can see now, Dr. Lim, okay, provides service at hospital for 3 days a week, okay, and so on. Bills, okay, the payment issued by the hospital, okay, alright, which inclusive of consultation fee, okay, and so on, right, okay. So if, alright, okay, he is a normal employee, right, if he's an employee of the hospital, then yes, healthcare service should then be exempt. Okay, alright, so that's what this means. So the condition is you must be employed. Okay, alright. Panel clinic, thank goodness. Okay, also, okay, right, will also be exempt. Thank goodness, etc. etc. Okay, alright. Then the other side, other ancillary services, okay, prescription given by doctor, supplying food to the patient, supplying mortuary service, okay, and so on. All these are all exempt. Okay, but celebrated pun ada. Okay, alright. So healthcare services provided by healthcare professionals in a private facility hospital who are not employees or not on the payroll but on the basis of contracts, these must be. That's what it just means. Okay, here what? Okay, these are standard rated supplies. So the point here is that we have to be very careful when we ask this question. Are you employed? So not all medical services, okay, will be exempt. Some will be standard rated. So this is the biggest confusion. Right? And it's because of this, that's why, okay, right? That's why when you all read the papers, okay, alright, okay, read the papers, this one came out last week in the sun. Okay? You say you're confusing people, that's what they're doing now. So this one doesn't come on its own unless there's confusion, they read it. But through the requirement you just saw, okay, that one is alright. You can see down there, I just read to you, okay. Because they said GST is being imposed on such fees on the ground that is considered as outsourced services. This is called outsourcing. Any outsourcing, you are breaking the leg. That's what I said now. Once you break the leg, it's a different transaction entirely. E2, okay, other GST. Okay, if you don't believe in MI, I think you believe the sound at least better than me. Okay, right? I'm not so credible. Isn't it? Think about it and see. Okay, alright? So this is just a little bit of things again to share with you. Okay, alright? Okay, so the point here is that the medical fees to go up, okay, so on, right? So if I were a doctor, okay, I'll be very smart. My medical services, okay, I'll charge very little, and so on and so forth. Think it through. Okay, just share this with you. Okay, then what else have we got? Read paragraph 14. If by chance I am a patient, I go and go for this. These are all accelerated. I'm in the hospital. I go to makan. I ask for laundry service, hygiene cleaning. Don't do that. Speculation, what? Okay, so as a patient in the hospital, make sure you yourself don't go down to the canteen and order your food yourself. You ask the nurse to order for you, then you'll be part of the deal. Part of the deal, then you pay for all the GST. But between hospital and canteen for GST, that's the one that I have to take care.
If let's say someone is hospitalized for 2 days, the bill is a total bill, right?
Yeah.
How are they going to have to?
And that's why the accounts department fella, he or she got it. They must be